Part 3. Thank you, Coach Sandra. Here we go. Question number 5. Why am I still trying to do anything? For what reason? My two ambitions are to return to San Juan Tela, Honduras, and to teach Johnny and Jimmy, my half-brothers, and I have a bunch more half-brothers, but I don't know their names, and their children, I have never met them, and their children to learn valuable money skills so that they will have enough food to eat and shoes. My second ambition is to teach my son to be useful by fixing lawnmowers and having at least one money skill, fixing lawnmowers. This way he won't be homeless at 23 years old, and he will be able to help his sister and help a super bunch of skinny, shoeless cousins in Honduras. If I die without completing my mission in San Juan Tela, then I will leave my son with one obligation to me if I die before I can fulfill it, and that is to go to Honduras and teach money skills to the children of my half-brothers and the grandchildren, and to anybody else that needs the help. However, if you can't find these people, relatives, then I want him to just find anybody and teach him a money skill. The public schools are not doing it. For me, well, I went to private school. The private schools are not doing it, all right? I went to very good schools, very expensive schools. However, they were the wrong type of education. I'll get back to you on education in the next couple of questions. My high school counselor told me that my half-brothers in Honduras were not my responsibility, but she was wrong. I still feel the shame of not being able to help them for all these years, especially since I was the golden child, the only one in the United States, the land of opportunity. I was the golden child. I was supposed to make the gold and help the family. I failed. So far. Let's see if I can have a good ending. Because these are the last years of my life. Let's figure those. Not that I'm going to die in the next 5 minutes. I don't think so. I want to accomplish something. I didn't accomplish it at any time. I want to accomplish it now. Question number 6. What does happiness and respect mean to me? Good question there. All right, Tony Robbins says that happiness comes from making progress towards our goals, and I agree. Making progress is that if every day you get better at something, or let's say that you have the goal, you have the problem that you're not able to walk, something went wrong, and every day you're doing exercises, and perhaps other people are helping you, but eventually you start walking, that's progress. That will give you a lot of happiness. Now, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights mentions that we have the right to life, liberty, or freedom, right? Liberty, freedom. We have the right to life, liberty, and the security of person. I choose to be happy every day and at every minute of the day. Even when I was in the hospital jail, I kept myself happy by saying thank you to God. Thank you for the nice clean bed, the blanket kept me warm, And the other people there were not hurting me in any way. I really like that. Right now, I am happy to be doing this wonderful exercise of answering quality questions that will help me achieve my dreams, my desires, my wishes, and goals. All right, part 2 of question 6. What does respect mean to me? Respect to me means speaking with kind words to the people that surround you. Whoever's surrounding you, you're speaking kindly. If you respect your body, then you will brush your teeth. If you respect other people, then you will not mistreat them. You will not steal from them or yell at them. You would speak politely and calmly about any issue. And here we go. All criminals need to be taught money skills and dealing with people skills. Criminals don't respect people. So, get ready now. I go off on a prison reform system here. Money criminals, this is my solution. Money criminals, thieves, robbers, drug dealers, they're doing it for money, right? They do not deserve respect or kindness. They simply deserve to be stopped. All criminals deserve to be stopped. And to be taught valuable money skills. For it is my opinion that their schools and family failed them, and they lack money skills like from a trade such as carpentry, etc. Even shoemakers. Let's bring that trade back, Leather workers making bags, saddlebags, boots, all right? Nice boots. Sexual criminals, pedophiles, rapists, and prostitutes. These criminals need to be helped by doctors and kept in special environments where they cannot hurt anyone. And see prison below. All right, I'll get into that one. Violent criminals, gangs, murderers, assassins, spouse murderers, boss murderers. Violent criminals just need money skills, dealing with people skills, and to learn self-control techniques. The movie Holes, like holes in the ground, Holes, was about a juvenile prison in some desert. That would be a great place for all the prisons in the United States to be, because this way the prisoners could not escape without dying in the desert environment. To make the prisoners feel happier, the prison would have free classes like carpentry, a garden for vegetables, tilapia for food, tilapia is a fish, for food, an indoor swimming pool, and the internet. Also, if a prisoner started a fight, cameras would record everything, then the prisoner that started the fight would be forced out of the prison and into the desert without food or water. A bracelet could be placed on the prisoner, and this way his body would be recovered after 10 days. If the prisoner was alive in 10 days, then he would be allowed back into the prison. If he was found dead, then he would be buried back inside the prison, where a tree that provides shade, would be planted with the photo of his dead body placed for all to see. Alcoholics that committed a crime and ended up in prison would be helped by doctors and forced to learn a skill and to work in the prison. Glenn W. Turner spoke to me personally about this. He just mentioned that they didn't belong in prison, but not the prisons that we have now. That's why I'm proposing these changes. Insane criminals would be held by doctors and kept in a prison. Jack Fresco spoke about this on YouTube. All prisoners, including the insane that started fights in the prison, would be forced out into the desert. This would stop the bad behavior in prison while in prison. The prisoners would be taught, so they would behave better while in prison. The prisoners would be taught to build their tiny dome homes just for their own personal use, but they would not get an air conditioner if they did not work and learn a trade. There would be a reward system for working. The prisons would sell products and be self-sustaining. They would be the size of cities, but I'm sure that public videos of the prison on YouTube would teach most people in our society about what happens when they do a criminal act. Children 5 years old and up would be taught about the correct way to live and what happens when criminals do bad things and get caught. Note, I say from age 5 and up, children should know about prisons and what goes on there and why the people are there. Because the youngest person to get Baker acted was an 8-year-old boy that had a tantrum in the classroom and stepped on the teacher's foot when he ran around the room. Those are the questions you need to answer. Oh, okay. Question number 7. I would like a summary of what you thought. What did you think, Daniel, of the questions and how you view your responses? Alright, let's see how long the video is. Alright, so I will tell you what I think about the questions from Sandra and what I think about my answers in the next video.